Hey, Steve Stine here, and I wanted to talk to you today about a device that I use when I'm traveling, and it's called the Shredneck, okay? Just do a little review on this to see if this or something similar to it might be something that you're interested in. But when I travel, if I'm in a vehicle and I can't bring my guitar, I've got the family with or whatever, or I'm on a plane and I'm traveling, I like to continue to practice. I just went on vacation not very long ago. I went to England. And I didn't bring my guitar for a whole host of reasons, just because it took up a lot of room. And where we were traveling, it was really, it was quite hot outside. And, I didn't feel comfortable bringing one of my guitars along for all the family chaos that ensued. So I just brought my Shredneck, okay? And it's whether the name is appropriate to what you're looking for. The goal with this thing is that what I do with it is I practice a lot of legato style licks with it. So I can practice my scales, I can practice hammer-ons and pull-offs and, all that kind of stuff with it. And it just kind of keeps the chops of my fretting hand up. I've seen people that practice using a guitar pick and things like that. And you certainly can do that. The trick with this is when you look at it, it seems like it should be like this because this is the headstock, but it's not. You actually hold it like this, so the heavier side is on the bottom. You just kind of grab onto it, and then you practice, okay? And I've had it for so long, I don't really know what the cost of the Shrednecks are and things like that, but it just makes a really great practice tool for me. So what I'll do is, you've probably seen me talk about like various finger exercises and stuff. Well, this is how I practice them when I'm traveling. I can fit this in my briefcase or my backpack, depending on what it is I'm bringing, and just practice these sorts of things. So, and I can do this for a long time. If I'm just sitting on the airplane and I've got a lot of time, I can just practice over and over and over different various things. Practice scales, whatever scales I might be working on, things like that. And again, I've seen people practice with a pick, with various things. I don't really do a lot of that sort of thing. It just feels less authentic to me when I'm trying to pick, but I know people do it, and if it works for you, that's awesome. But it really feels authentic when I'm playing, because the neck really feels like a guitar neck for sure, in terms of its radius and thickness and that sort of thing. So practicing exercises like legato exercises work really well for me, and that's what I use it for. Now, again, I'm not endorsing it or anything like that. I'm just saying if it's something that might work for you, it's worth checking out. And chances are there are other products on the market, and you could always post something underneath the video if you've come across something else that you really like. I know they make, which I don't have it with me, but they make these things called a grip master or whatever that you squeeze down, and you can kind of work on the individual strength of your fingers. I know some people love them, and I know some people really hate them. So it just depends on if it's something that works for you. This is a little different, though, because it really feels authentic. Like I'm really practicing on a guitar, which is what I'm really looking for. And that's why I use this all the time when I don't have a guitar available. So anyway, a Shredneck is what it's called. You could check these out. They make a whole bunch of different styles. You don't have to get the Black Label Society version. You can get anything that kind of suits your needs. But see if it's something that might help you a little bit with your practice. So take care. Stay positive when you're practicing, and I'll talk to you soon.